What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD TNT, where I am living my dream, trading and traveling. Hope everybody out there is doing well. Hope everybody out there had a good weekend. As for myself, mine was pretty good. Slowly getting over this cold that I've been dealing with for about the last week. Florida weather has been crazy. One day we're in the 70s, we're in the 80s. The next day we back down in the 30s. This morning, one of those mornings that we were down in the 30s, frost on the ground. You see, I got a darn hoodie on with a beanie cap because it is cold out here in this shop. But wanted to come out and get a quick recap out of the way. Today is MLK Day. It's what is this, January 19th? So markets are open, but they're not really full-fledged open. But this thing opened horrible Sunday night. The futures I'm talking about. So let's go ahead. Let's jump on over to the charts. We will take a look. We'll take a look and see what we did today. Actually traded all three accounts. I'm green in all three accounts. My cash account being the one that I'm the least green in. I'm up $50, $53 in that one. One of the pro accounts, I'm up $329. Solid day in that one. We're over what I would like to make every day. And then the other one, we're up 108. Was a very interesting trading session. Being green, getting red, and getting back green. Key to it, taking my stops. Some of these trades, had I not taken stops on, I would have got blazed. We're going to just look at one of the accounts that I traded today. But before we do that, let's take a look at this bigger picture real quick. Just want to kind of show you something that I like to look at. I'm looking at 4 different time frames here. Starting with the highest one is the 60-minute. And then I have a daily there. I'll kind of click on that one just so that you can see. The daily is still green. And notice what the daily would do. It would come down to this 100 moving average, bounce, come back, bounce, and now it's came back to it. Do we get another bounce here? That's what you call patterns. Boom, 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 boom. Notice it could never really break this area right here. 26117 area. And you see this like brown looking line. That's a 5-minute area. I got that area from the 5-minute chart. So it could never break that area. So that's the daily. Let's take a look at the hourly real quick. I'm going to go ahead. Let me turn my camera off just so we can get a good clean picture. The 60-minute, we're red. We're clearly red. We're well below this cloud. 15-minute, we're red. We're below the cloud and we're just kind of coming up to it and rejecting it, coming up to it, rejecting it. Let's look at the 5-minute. 5-minute again, we're red, but notice we didn't kind of got into that cloud a few times, but we can't break this pink line running in the middle. That's 100 moving average for me. Got up there, rejected, got up there, rejected, and it failed horribly. And then over to what I trade. Over to what I trade, which is the 1-minute chart. Before we do that, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do something. I'm going to bring this blue line that's way up there. I'm going to bring it down just so we can see where it's at. That would have been the most recent level that I would have had marked on my chart. And then I'm going to just copy that one. I'm going to paste it and I'm going to put it at the low. So if I'm trading, once I put those two there, and then I'll kind of find where the 5-minute is at. See, the 5-minute is way up there. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it and then I'm going to just move it and I'm going to put it right there. And now if I come up on the 5-minute, you see where that line is at now. I'm not going to really worry about one for the 5-minute for this one because it's the same as the 15 minute. So boom, we got that done. Let's come back over to the 1 minute, and now I'm gonna blow up the 1 minute chart because I don't need to see those other charts now. I have my levels marked out. Look at that. That's where we had just put that blue line. I know where I'm gonna find trouble at on my 1 minute chart for a 15-minute level. And then if I scroll down, you'll see that was the other 15-minute level right there. And you notice kind of just almost came down and tapped it right there. And you remember there's a 5-minute level there as well. Let's look at the big picture on what the market did when it opened up. At 6 o'clock on Sunday, the market closed right there on Friday. This thing opened and it gapped all the way down, y'all. Just a horrible gap. And then we just kind of chopped around. This pink line, that's 100 moving average. You see, just like on the 5 minute and on the other time frames, it just kind of couldn't break it. We stayed red from, what's that, call it 8 o'clock all the way till Monday morning, 12:30. Kind of flip-flop back and forth. Broke again, came back up, kind of just chopped around, broke again, kind of came back up, and it has broken again, y'all. This is ugly. This is ugly. Another thing that I like on my 1 minute chart to where I don't have to look at the 5 and the 15 are these two lines here. This thin one, this is the 5 minute 200. This tells me if the 5 minute is red or green. This one up here tells me if the 15 minute is red or green. So you see just how far we have to go to get back green on the 5 minute and to get back green on the 15 minute. We are in some serious trouble. Let's go ahead. Let's bring this out. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna switch this over. I'll switch it over to this one right here. And we're just gonna look at some trades I took real quick. Again, take my stops, y'all. And I just want to bring up something else real quick. I used to have these candles like green and red. I changed them because somebody might ask, like, a green candle, doesn't that mean I should go long? What this candle tells me is that this cloud flipped. That this cloud has flipped. Technically, that should be bullish. A lot of times, it does that right there. Pink candle, that means that this cloud has flipped bearish. Used to be red. A lot of times, that should mean that this is a bearish move. It will bounce. So I've changed those two candles to kind of make them somewhat of a neutral kind of color to where if I see that, it doesn't instantly make me think green go long. No. And within my strategy, I've kind of set some rules to where I need to see demands above this line to go long, or above this candle. Once this candle forms, I need to see demands above it with supply breaks. Once this candle right here forms, I need to see supplies below it with demand breaks. Otherwise, I'm expecting that right there. With that said, let's go take a look at these last couple of trades that I took in this account. All right, here we go. This is about 3 o'clock this morning. What do we have right there, people? A yellow candle. Chart had already flipped green back over here. But again, just because we're back over the 200, that's not really a longable action. Just because the chart has flipped green, that's not a longable action. I would have preferred this yellow candle to be on this side, and then we kind of get a run up and start making some higher highs and higher lows. That's all a green supply above and a red supply break is for me. That's just another way of me saying that it's a higher high, higher low. It's just a visual. But notice what I do, y'all. I take a long right here. get a quick snap. I get out. Very smart. I make money. I go back in. Look here. We're at the negative 61.8. Horrible, horrible, horrible level. The market is just tanked out. I like to see price hold above a level to continue to the next level. The next one's going to be the 50. It's up there. If it holds, I'm expecting it to go up. So this was a smart exit. I take a position. Market tanks. I'm only in one. I take another one. Market continues to tank. Should have stopped out right here, y'all. I should have stopped out right there, but I didn't. Market comes and bounces off of this 100 moving average. I add, thinking, okay, we're going to get back higher, at least back up to the 61.8. I can get out of everything and I would be green if we got back up. This position right here still would have been a red trade, but overall, I would have been green. But look what happens. This thing sets a lower high. Boom. Sets an even high to that one. It's over. I put my stop below this demand, because if this demand breaks, we're going back down to the 78.6 level. Because remember what I said, for me, the market moves between levels. It'll move between levels. So I stop out, give back what I made on this trade plus some. I go in short right here. I add in short right there. You get that pink candle. I don't want to see that. I don't like that. Market comes on down, bounces back up. I don't get out in this move. I ride back up and I trail out right here. Making money on all of these positions. Still not all the way back green yet. Market pushes back down, I re-add for the break. And it just tanks out, y'all. Just tanks out. And then I'm just scaling out right here. Boom, 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 boom. Let me out, let me out, let me out. Market bounces, retest. Oh, this is so clean. This is old live traders right here. This is old live traders. Comes up, it retests a level. It leaves this nice candle. Live traders, you enter right there. You put your stop right there. Let's see what the range was on that real quick. Let's see what the range was. How much was that trade risking? $25. Easy trade. You take 2 contracts, quick 50. You take 3, quick 75. You make that in 1 minute. You literally, whatever you want to risk. If you want to risk $100 a trade, you make $100 in 1 minute. For the big boys, that's like risking $500-600. You just scale up. You don't change nothing. You just add contracts. Let me do this right quick because I did turn off the extension to where I have to extend it like that. So boom, you hit target right there. This thing comes back up. Guess what it does? It retests that 5-minute level that we just put on the chart. Another top and tail. Another live trader setup. Boom, boom, tank. Man. And then it just been tanking out. Came down to this 100 level. Chopped around it. Another 15-minute level right here. Blue lines. Same way that I say markets will move between fibs, it'll move between these 15-minute levels. Let's just keep on riding. Let's just see what it kept doing. Just kept falling, y'all. All right. Something else that I like. So my cloud. What we got? All right, 14 minutes. My cloud, 30 EMA, 200 EMA. I always expect my cloud to do that right there and reject. If it gets inside of this cloud, you know what it's doing, y'all. It's going to the next level. In the case of a cloud, the next level is this line that runs down the center of it. It's going to either reject or it's going to hold above it. If it holds above it, guess what it's doing? It's going to the next level. Let's check it out. So it came up, rejected. Now we're back outside of the cloud. Back outside of the cloud. Came in, held, broke the high, came up to the middle, broke the middle. Look at what it did. Came up to the top of the cloud. Reject. Because it needs to break and hold. Didn't break and hold. Came back down. Now the line is not in the cloud, so it's coming back to the base of the cloud. Retest the line, broke, reject. And now we're back outside of the cloud again. Just that simple. That's how I kind of read the chart. That's my foundation on how I read my charts. What time is it now? That's 7:30 on the clock on the chart. Look at that. We get above, we hold, off to the races. Flips, you get a yellow candle. I don't want to see that. And if it does, I just want to start seeing higher highs, higher lows, but it doesn't. It rejects off of what? A 5-minute level. Chops around, pushes back down 15-minute level, gives that up. Boom, we're tanking out. Comes back up, sets this pink candle. I don't want to see that until we can start setting lower lows, lower highs. Because what this is telling me, this is kind of chop. We're just chopping in between. And now look what we just got. A yellow candle. So you know what I want to see, y'all? A green demand form up here above this candle and then take out some supplies. Let's get a trend going. Let's get a trend going. Every time we get a color change on this candle, which is a crossover on the cloud, it bounces to the high side on that one. We get it on the high side, it rejects to the low side. All we're doing is kind of trending in between this, and notice it's coming back down. So I want to see this push up, cause a demand, push up, cause a supply, push down, maybe cause another demand, and push through that supply. That's how I like to trade. Otherwise, I could trade these ranges and scalp. I made money Friday doing that, just scalping these ranges, because I know how to trade that as well. If I was giving somebody this system, I wouldn't tell them to do that. I would tell them to solely trade these zones. You can make good money just trading those zones. For me, I'll trade levels. I'll trade price action because I can kind of read price action. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead. I am going to wrap this video up. Sun is kissing through that window like crazy, rising in the east. So as the worshipful master, blah, 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 blah. But as always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. Did y'all make any money Sunday? I know one of the guys that hangs out in the Discord, Jonah, over there killing it. He made some money trading MNQ, and he made some money trading gold. That's what I'm talking about. Buddy Vega, he was trading, I think, ES last night. Nice green day over there as well. He's been killing it overall lately. So if you're out there trading, hopefully you are killing it. And if you're not, hopefully you taking your stops, and then it don't matter, because as long as you trading the rules, you trading right. We're gonna have red days, we're gonna have red trades, but overall, if we trade a system is meant to make us profitable. Red days, red trades, it's all a part of the business. On that note, I'm out. Peace.